BYU plans to put on hundreds of performances this semester. To make these events possible, dozens of students and faculty put in hours and hours of preparation. Reporter Matt Rascon gives us a behind-the-scenes look.
By itself, this theater is nothing more than comfortable seats and a stage. But every year, students and faculty transform BYU theaters like this one into worlds of fantasy and magic. This school year is no different. Hundreds of productions in the making, and dozens of students like stage manager Hannah Richardson, part of the magic.
We have a stage manager, set, props, costumes, and usually 2 costume assistants, a makeup designer, that's a student. We have 2 assistant stage managers.
We have things on the calendar a year from now already that we're planning for.
It all starts with daily meetings.
Explain what their commitment would be, then I'm more than happy to do that, so please forward that information to me.
We talked about it and we worked it out, and then we hand that concept and that design over to the scene shop, and then they build it for us.
After the meeting, we went to the scene shop to see for ourselves.
We do all the construction on the sets.
That includes carpentry, welding, and painting.
We built this guy just from scratch, so that was kind of fun.
For Thomas Boson, the scene shop is where he enjoys helping create the magic, while finding relief from the pressures of school.
Right now, I think we've got 6 or 7 shows that we have plans to build in the future. Wow. So yeah, we work on quite a lot of shows.
Boson and his set crew aren't the only ones working on more than one show at a time. They are just part of the beginning.
Either use what we have throughout the shop, we pull it and modify it to make it fit the design concept of the show, or we go out and purchase it, we find what we can use, or we create it ourselves.
Over the years, the prop shop has accumulated thousands of props.
By going to meetings and finding out how they're going to do that, what's costumes going to be doing. Costumes usually picks colors and themes for their costumes, and then I go down and I find out what are those going to be so I can make anything that's going to match.
And the costume shop is where we went next.
So these are all the shoes that people can pull for productions, and there's quite a big turnover because shoes get worn out during the course of a show.
This is where they stitch, iron, and sew.
Currently in the shop there are 5 shows.
A performance may require anywhere from 4 costumes to over 400 costumes.
The first thing a costume designer will do is after they've kind of done their designs, they come here to see what they can use, and then what they can't find here, we build.
And sometimes extra work is required before they can start building.
It's just kind of research. You do historical research, you do cultural research, and that's all on the end of the designer. And then the designer comes in and kind of tells us what she has found out, what the director has found out, and so it's just kind of a big collaborative project.
So there's more than meets the eye with this theater. The comfortable seats and stage are only the beginning. It's what goes on behind the stage that brings it to life. Matt Rascon, BYU Weekly.